Welcome back, folks. Welcome to the Mersey, the mighty Mersey. We are at Vale Park fishing down to low water today. So as you can see, we are already set up with one rod out. It's been a while since I've been fishing, so I'll show you how that went. Absolutely terrible, that. Out of practice. Let's bring that straight back in. I'm not fishing about that. Take to a more traditional style, I think. I'm trying my best to learn to cast for distance. And last time I was out, I think I just about got it. It's obviously been a while. I haven't practiced at home or anything, and it went completely Pete-tong. So yeah, we've got my trusty Tournament Match Pro out. At the minute, I've got a pulley pennel rig on there with two 3/0 circle hooks and half a peeler crab. We are targeting rays and hounds on this session. Now, the other rod that I've got with me, something a little bit special. This is, you'll have seen the likes of Jay Pickup fishing with it. It's the Onyx. It's the new latest offering from Achios. It's known as the Onyx, that's the prototype. It will be being launched as the Nitron. Hopefully, as long as I don't break it, hopefully not too long now, early autumn, possibly even mid-September. So yeah, Jay's lent me that to have a play with today. Stunning piece of kit. They've got one finished piece at Achios HQ, and I must say it's a stunning rod, absolutely stunning rod. So I'm not going to show you too much close up of the rod, just because, well, this isn't the finished one, this is a prototype, like I say, Jay's been playing about with, and he's giving it me to have a play about with and see what I think. So anyway, that's enough spiel from me. Now the intro's done, I'm going to get a reel and a weight on this, and we'll have a few casts, see if I can't remind myself how to do that pendulum, or decide to give up on it altogether. Right then, we have got just a plain 5-ounce rolling lead on. Like I say, I am no big caster. What I'm going to do is a couple of casts, just my usual style, simple over the head thump, just to get a feel for the rod. It's got a nice soft tip on it. Really need to get this handle tightened up. It has got a lovely tip on it. So let's drop it down a little bit. Oh, that's better. That's a lot better. So change the angle one last time. One last angle, my normal cast. I'll try and remember how to pendulum. Oh, I'll tell you what, training shoulders this week. I can blooming tell. Right. In, round. I mean, that looks better. It's certainly gone further. I don't feel like I'm loading this rod up the way it should be though. Anyway, my shoulders are on fire, so I'm going to get this brought in. We'll get a rig on it, get some bait on it, get it sent out, let's get in some fish. We've got about 3 hours till low water, and then we're probably going to fish it 1 or 2 hours back up. Nice, short, simple session. It's been a while since I was out fishing. It has been a while, it certainly feels like it anyway. I suppose reality it wasn't, it's about 3 weeks ago when I fished Moston, that I think you'll have seen last week. But yeah, we have got a baby due any day now. I was told absolutely no fishing this weekend, it's August bank holiday weekend. Sarah had an appointment with the midwife yesterday. And the midwife says, yeah, he's showing absolutely no signs whatsoever. Sarah spat a dummy out, wasn't happy. I think she's at that stage of pregnancy now where she's just pissed off at everything. So yeah, when the midwife said that, toys went out the pram. And then I had already asked about fishing this weekend. She said absolutely. It's the first time ever, to be honest, and to be fair to her, it's the first time ever she said I will be fuming if you go fishing this weekend. And I was like, oh yeah, all right, fair enough. Anyway, I've had a busy few weeks. We've got a lot going on at home, at work, obviously the baby due as well. So it's going to be a few more weeks before I get an opportunity to come out again. The midwife said that to her. She come into the kitchen this morning and she was like, if you go fishing, where are you going and how long it's going to take you to get back? So I got the green light, so we're out, we're fishing. And yeah, I am a bit rusty. Right then folks, on that second rod, gone for an up and over rig, flowing up and over rig, and I've got a fillet, a bluey and a tiny little squid, 5 ounce. I'm going to get that sent out. So yeah, I think this one, I'll have the up and over targeting the rays, the pulley pennel targeting the hounds. I've heard that there's a chance of huss as well, hence the bluey, because it's got a bit more blood in it than sand eel. I've got sand eel in the box, I've got some blacks in the box, because I know lads over here swear by squid and blacks for the rays. And I've got some prawns as well. So we've got all the bait. Let's get this set out, and then it's just going to be a case of sitting around, chilling out and waiting. Yeah, I don't pretend to be a big caster, but well, I'm definitely out of practice. I chuck them ones like lure rods. I've done quite a bit of lure fishing just recently on the rivers and stuff, which I know you guys aren't all that interested in, or at least the videos don't get that many views, so I haven't done much filming on that. But yeah, I think picked both of those rod up, and my body instantly went to lure rod action. But they are out, they're in the water. We shouldn't be long now before we're hitting the channel. Not too concerned if we don't get any bites for another hour or so, to be honest. I think once the tide recedes a little bit more and we get into that channel, we can start fishing in some deeper water, and the tide starts to slow down, then I'll start putting some effort in. But this session, like I say, is all about me just getting some peace and quiet, some fresh air before all hell breaks loose back at home. I suppose really I ought to put my phone on loud, don't I? Right then folks, time for a bait change. So that pulley pennel rig with the 2 circles on I've brought in, and that is small prawn from Morrison's. I've chopped off that bottom circle hook, just replaced it with a 3.0 Cox and Roll XS, Specimen XS hook, and still got that circle on the top. So nice small compact bait, prawn bait, hounds, rays, any one of them could pick that up. So let's get it out there. Get it out there and see if anything does. Oh, I've just moved us down to the water's edge, a little bit closer. No sooner had I done that as this lad went steaming through. So I'm just waiting in the next minute or two for a big bow wave to come up here. But the good news is we are starting to get some deeper gullies in front of us. That's not his bow wave, that's from that little boat there, I think. Oh, that one could be behind it though. Yeah, that'd be the one. Oh, everything stay where you are. Another one coming in. I think we might. Oh no. No, I don't think we're going to get away with that. Oh, we might have done, you know. I think we've got away with it. I think we've got away with it. Anyway, yeah, we've moved down, starting to get some nice deep gullies now. We're already casting into much deeper water. Yeah, you might not be able to see, but that left-hand rod, the line is sort of shooting out over towards the cranes on the left. So we've obviously hit a bit of tide there, which is good news. And hopefully we've probably got an hour and a half left, I think, till low water, wherever I've put my phone. Yeah, about an hour and a half left till low water, so that tide should start to slacken off a bit now. So now that we're in here, now that we're into deep water, we're getting close to that golden 2 hours, hour either side of low water. Start putting some effort in, see if we can find some fish, because well, them rod tips haven't moved yet, but like I said earlier, I wasn't expecting them to, and I'm not fishing particularly hard until we get to that hour before low water. You okay there, pal? So his mate's come to give him some support. As you can see, we've lost a bit more water, but it's definitely not moving out at the rate of knots that it was. I was just about to move us down, and then I seen big lad here cruising out, so we're definitely going to get a wake from him. So we'll wait till he's gone past, and then we'll move down to the water and get some baits changed. Out there at the minute, I've got prawn and squid and blacks and squid. So I think it's time we put out another crab bait. So I'm going to get them ready. Once this guy's gone past, once we've had his wake, we'll move the rods down, we'll get some fresh baits out there, and I think it's go time. Well folks, there really isn't much to tell you. We've got about 20 minutes I think till low water. 20 minutes. Yeah, absolutely nothing doing. I've even, I'm not going to call it desperation, it's tactical, changed out and put a 2-hook clip down rig on one of the rods. So I'm rotating three rigs now, and even that with small squid strips and small blacks, small black lugworm baits, it hasn't moved. You know, not even a dogfish so far. The good news is there is a bloke fishing. You might have seen him in the background on some of the earlier clips, I don't know, fishing just to my right, and he hasn't had a bite either. I haven't seen him get excited once. So overall, lovely to be back out. Could this be the second video in a row with no fish? Hopefully not. I am determined. I am going to work my arse off as this tide starts to turn. Well, I've been putting in more and more effort as the tide's been dropping, but now we're getting onto low water. Yeah, things need to improve. As the tide turns, more and more baits will be put out there. I don't think there's a combination of baits that I haven't used yet. Prawn and squid, just prawn. Bluey and squid, bluey and black, squid and black, squid, blacks, squid, bluey on the 2-hook clip down. I've even brought some salted carp wings with me and stuck some of them out. Oh, and peeler crab as well. And so far, yeah, not a single rattle. But like I say, hopefully things will start to change as the tide turns. But I'm enjoying myself. It's just nice to be out. Like I say, this for me is the calm before the storm. In the next couple of days, all hell is going to break loose. So I'm just out here taking a breath, enjoying the peace and quiet. Oh shit. Oh, double shit. Hold on to the pumps. Oh, that might be tied on the turn, folks. That was a bit naughty. I think we'll move back a bit. I was just getting another bait ready, but yeah, that's naughty. That is. Another little crab bait ready to go. Tiny little peeler, so I've just lashed some carp wing on the back of it just to give it a bit of extra scent. That's on that big long pulley pennel, up and over, sorry. So it's like a 4-foot snood length, 5-ounce lead. So we'll get that fired out. But yeah, I definitely think the tide is on the turn now. It's calmed down a little bit from that initial surge, but whew, it's definitely picked up. Tide's pushing at a fair old rate. 5 ounces is still holding bottom at the minute. I've got 2 clip down out there with frozen blacks on and an up and over rig with sandy eel and squid. But nothing is interested. Not going to move us much further back than that. But to be honest, I'm only really moving the rods and stuff back because quite a few boats starting to line up to come in, and I don't want the gear going over. Oh, like this surge that he's just washed up, look, that's perfect timing. Just like that. He came in at about 30 knots until the mouth of the river. And I knew that surge was going to come past him. Perfect timing. I think I shall leave that on top of there for a minute. See, the problem that I've got now is there is a lot of weed and stuff out there at about 10 or 15 feet out. And I've just watched that rod with the 2-hook clip down just give a very little. Now I'm fishing with mono. If you're new to the channel, you won't understand my hate for mono. No, that is a bite. That is actually a bite. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Is it still there though? I'm certain it was a bite. Oh, see, now I'm not sure it was a bite. Let's just leave it a second, see what happens. Because just before I switch the camera on to move us back, do a last little montage or whatever, I'm just making this up. Double prawn on that pulley panel. I've swapped the leads out as well, because these ones with the smaller grippers, and only 4 of them, cast an awful lot better. They don't hold quite as well, so it might be that clip down rig's just broken loose. Maybe it got a little bit of weed on it in that surge from the bloody catamaran. But we have got another bait ready to go. Now it might just be desperation, but you just watch that rod tip and tell me that ain't moving around. Now then, is there any weed? There is some weed out there. Ah, oh, damn it. Problem is, if I lift this, there's weed out there. Hopefully that weed will just wash off in a minute. But if weed starts becoming a problem, like I say, I'm only using 5-ounce leads. Might be time to wrap up and call it quits. Yeah, that tide's moving in at a rate of knots now. Time to move us back again. Right, I think I am going to retire this up and over rig, because if anything's going to move in, it should take that pulley panel. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, get it wrapped up, and get it put away in the box. And I think we're probably going to have one more cast on each rod, and then I'll probably call it quits. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see the state of that tip on that right hand rod, but both rods have gone all the way around. It's been about 3 minutes since I last had the camera on, and as you can see, the water has pushed all the way up to where I moved us back to. Yeah, we've only gone and done it. Look at that. That is a micro little dab. Very well hooked. Oh, you little beauty. I could kiss you. In fact, you know what? I will. Mwah. Oh, get in. I was just thinking, right, I'm going to do the outro, apologise that it's been a blank, it's been a boring video, etc, etc. But now you can all swivel, because I've caught a fish. I've caught a fish. Oh God, it's been hard work. Anyway, I am going to get this back. There are some naughty chunks of weed knocking about now. Look, I've moved us back again and already the water's up at the box. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff out in that water floating past. One rod's already stripped down. I just saw a little bite on that 2-hook scratching rig. What a beauty. Get in there. Oh, go on, my little beauty. Go the right way then. Go on, to the way. You can't sit there, mate. Oh, I suppose you could, but you're better off going that way. See you later, pal. Thank you very much. So on that note, folks, I'm out of here. There was loads of stuff floating through in the water. It wasn't going to be fishable. So yeah, we'll end on that little high. Sorry, it's probably been quite a slow video, but sometimes that's the way fishing goes. I haven't blanked though, so we're not starting a run of that stuff. Like I say, baby's due any day now, so bear with me. It might be a couple of weeks before I can get a video out. I have got some footage still from Mexico to show you, charter fishing and stuff like that, catching some big fish. But I know a lot of you aren't interested in that sort of stuff. So yeah, it might be a while before I can put any UK content back out, but I shall do my very best for you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I've managed to make it mildly entertaining for you. And until next time, take care and tight lines.